Alright, so we're apparently on the moon now, or a moon-like asteroid or something. Apparently there are little bunny rabbits on the moon. And I'm not sure... They're easier to kill than the mice, it seems. I'm gonna jump on this guy and wait for him to jump to get up here. Oh my gosh. That is SMRT. And then kill you for your... as thanks for getting me up there. Alright, so it feels like we've gone all the way around, or approximately, by now. Do I want those 4 balls? Stopped for a second, I was like, oh well, I'm sure that's gonna get taken out of context, it's fine. Yay, more life. I think I was at 4 though. It's kind of a strange effect. Wow. And then I just fell through nothing and landed in a square that just happened to be in the middle of the moon. Oh, this is kind of cool. This probably would have spooked me out a little bit as a kid. There was a lot of stuff that like spooked me out as a kid. Oops. I lost all my balls apparently. I thought I was at 9. I didn't use any of them. It's okay. We're not gonna be. Just go. Oh shit, a boss. Kind of wish I would have saved the balls. Why do they give me the iron if there's... Oh, okay, there is a way to reach it. I think the iron is just in case you run out of regular balls. The fuck? Am I supposed to jump over them, I'm guessing? You can't, like, dash. Like, you don't gain any, like, extra speed. Or, you don't gain that extra little, like, jumping ability. Oh, you can't get 5. Okay. See, man, it gives you a couple of things. Do I want the jump? I'm just gonna load up on these balls, I suppose. I guess that you would have to know if you could actually jump on his head. I mean, I'm guessing you can, otherwise why would they give it to you? But I could probably just hit him with balls. I mean, I can hold 9. The last boss died in just 4 hits, so this guy probably won't take that many. Hit him while he's over there, futzing around. No. And dead. I think that was 4 hits too, unless the iron does more damage. Aw shit, Form 2! This game is way ahead of its time. Back before 2 formed bosses were a thing. Actually, they probably were. Wow, I jumped right the fuck into that. Can you imagine, like, the first game that had, like, a 2-part boss? Like, that must have, like, blown people's fucking minds. And nowadays, we're, like, expecting it. Like, you play, like, an RPG, and you just kill the final boss, and you're like, okay, where's your second form? Like, it's not even, like, surprising anymore. Like, the whole point of it was to be like, oh my gosh, there's a second form? But now it's got, like, everybody does it now, so we're just like, come on, second form, you know. And they took it up another notch with a 3rd form. Then they were like, holy shit, a 3rd form! And now everybody expects it to the point where now if there's, like, not a 3rd form, now they're like, oh, the boss only had 2 forms? What the fuck? Alright. Wow. I wasn't able to, like... It didn't seem like there were that many, like, chances for me to hit him. You probably just have to spend a lot of time dodging, is probably what it is. Stack up on my balls. Pretty sure, like, everybody who's Let's Played this game, like, makes a testicle ball joke. That's kind of the disadvantage of being, like playing a game that a lot of people already like LP'd, because then Like, you don't get to, like, everybody, like, the joke that's, like, the obvious joke, like, everybody's already fucking made it. So then it's like, well, what if I'm the first person to think of it, and nobody else ever thought of it, but at the same time, you're like, it's so obvious, I'm pretty sure everybody else already fucking made it. I wasn't paying attention. That was only the first form. Damn it. I was like, that's a weird angle. Like, when he throws those fireballs at you, that's a weird, like, angle for it to, like, come at you. Like, I keep, like, misestimating where it'll be by the time it gets to me. Should I even keep this fucking iron? I should probably just at least bring it with me, because I still haven't confirmed if you can jump on his head. I kind of don't want to, like, waste a hit just to, like, find out I can't jump on his head. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I still got 5 lives, or 6, including this one. I think. Oh wait, you can dash. You're not in. Wow. So they just gave you the jump. I guess I can throw the thing at him at least. Oh, that was stupid. Okay. So will this second form die in 4 hits also? Damn it! Your character is like so wide. He's wide and he has a like his hitbox is like is wide and like I'm having a hard time dodging those like consistently. It doesn't. It's like more. Okay, I did that because I didn't know that the iron disappeared. Ugh, well, looks like we're going in this without, well, losing the jump is no big deal. I'm not sure why they gave you that one. I kinda wish you could hold more than 9 of these guys. There's gotta be a way to hurt them if you don't have any balls. Yeah, that's... fucking A. There's gotta be a way to hurt them, for when you run out of balls. It's not like they're just gonna make it so you can't win, I think. Ugh, oh my gosh, I don't think I've ever dodged 2 in a row. There we go. Let's dodge these guys. Fuck you. Oh, that was close. I think the hitbox from the front is like a little bit less forgiving than from the back. Because there was one time I was rewatching a video and it looked like I was kind of like twerking up on something, like with the jiggly booty. But then all those times that I ran into those cactuses, or cacti thingies, from the front, it seemed like I had like a little bit more space, and it just wasn't giving it to me. I guess now that I think about it, I should be getting this 1-up first. I haven't, like, I sort of noticed, but it wasn't fully sinking in that like this 1-up keeps respawning like every time. So I should get the 1-up first, and then, but I guess it doesn't matter. Probably just think. Oh, you only don't... Maybe you do still have your motion, and I'm just dumb and forgot that it just doesn't work when you have that, when you're holding the iron inside you. Okay, there's no reason not to win this one now. Let's get a couple hits on him quick. I didn't think you could do that or that. If I could just... Ugh. Oh, fuck. Oh my gosh. This is stressful. No. Damn it. Come on. Come on, fuck you. Go right into it. Oh, it still didn't kill you. Oh, that was close. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I'm gonna fuck it. Oh, this is fucking... That one, it's like... It's even closer to you. Like, you have less time to react with that one, because you, like... That one is, like, the closest to you in that, like, shot pattern. Fucking A. Oh, that was close. I could, like, feel it, but at the same time, it's like, I've played enough video games. I know what happens in these situations. I felt like if this would have been like a Mega Man game with like crisper like controls and stuff, that would have that I would have had a better shot at it. Plus, I guess I'm just better at Mega Man in general. But a game like this, I'm just like, you know, I don't want to sound like I don't have confidence in my skill or something, but like realistically, you know, when it gets down to like the one of us is gonna die in the next hit, you know, I'm always like realistic about what's probably gonna happen. Push the button. It didn't. There must be like a slight delay before you can like shoot a ball after you shoot the previous. I didn't know you could throw them straight the fuck up. And you can catch them. Oh my gosh. I don't think I ever knew that. Well, this battle became a lot easier. That's all I gotta do is to throw them up. Wow. Any like Smartball like experts out there are probably just, oh my gosh, it's my favorite game and he doesn't know how to play it. How dare I? That fucking iron like disappears like really quick. I also didn't spam the balls. Or not spam the balls. Like get to 9. Wow. If you throw it up, it hits them more than once, apparently. So, even though I didn't think I was going to have enough, there's got to be something where, like, a ball floats from the sky or something, or some way to get another ball, or because they're not going to have it where where you just can't kill them. This kind of reminds me of a James Pond a little bit, where like you're in the water, but then it's got the little part above. Where actually, I don't know if you've ever played James Pond. I'll probably play it at some point, but like that game's a lot of fun, but like it's really fucking hard. Like it's pretty much, you know, I don't like to say that it's impossible, but like when I say it's impossible, you know, in general, like when I say a game is impossible, I don't mean it's actually impossible, but like it's so impossible. So yeah, it's so like it's not worth the time that it would take to get like perfect at it. Wow. Okay. But like then again, it's like, well, it just depends on how much time you want to spend on like one game, you know. But I mean, even as a kid, like I would play games like a lot. I would play games like, you know, there was a bunch of games. I mean, not a huge amount, but there was games that are like considered to be hard games that like I was able to just get through pretty quickly. I mean, not the first time, but like I can just like plow through them, kind of. I think like nowadays, people, now that like gaming is so much more prevalent, like you don't have the luxury of having like 50,000 other games to like choose from. If the one game like kind of pisses you off, you can just be like, well, fuck this game. But like back in the day, where you would only get like, you know, 3 games purchased for you a year, you just sat there and you played them because. What else, you know, you didn't have the option to just say, fuck this, I'm just going to go to GameStop and buy something else, you know. So I think a good example of that is Low G-Man. It's a game that not a lot of people, maybe it's just the people I haven't like talked to, like, it's not a super well-known game. It was made by I actually don't know how to pronounce it, Tengen or Tengen, I think. But, yeah, I played that game so much that, like, I could, you know, I was pretty fucking good at it. I could sit there and plow through it and not really have any problems. But then I was watching a Let's Player. There actually aren't many Let's Plays of that. There aren't that many Let's Plays of that, so... But then there was one that I was watching, and then the guy's, like, fighting, like, the second boss, like, the boss of level, like, 1-2. There's a boss after every level, not just at the end of the section before it goes to 2-1, you know? And he's fighting it, and he's like getting frustrated, and he's like, this boss is like, it's impossible, it's bullshit, da, da, da. And I'm just like, you know, I don't want to talk smack on the guy, I don't know him, he's probably a cool guy and stuff, but I'm sitting here going, like, I beat this boss when I was like 7, you know, I can beat this boss without getting hit when I was 7, you know, like, it's just that like it's not because I'm a better gamer than him necessarily, but just back in the day, you just when you know you just didn't give up. Like nowadays, like if you die a couple of times, people just give up on a game. But like back then, you just practiced and you practiced and you practiced and you practiced and you practiced. It's kind of the same thing with like online dating. You know, some people think that like when you're dating, if you're like a girl dating and you're just flipping through guys, it's like if there's like one thing you don't like about a guy, you don't have to like, oh, okay, that's the end. Like if you like the Packers and then someone likes the Bears, then you get to be like, oh, well, I don't have to, there's 50,000 other dudes. I don't have to, if there's anything I don't like about it, then I don't have to put up with this, And I think the same thing kind of happens with games where they're just like, there's 50,000 other games, so why should I put up with any amount of like frustration from this game? Like I want to play the game where I win the first time, It's like, well, okay. Is there any advantage of going this way? I don't remember those guys. We're getting to the point where maybe I didn't like play this level like very often, just because I played like the first couple levels more, just because I was, like I said, practicing. But then again, maybe it doesn't apply so much to this game because this seems to be fairly generous with the when you continue to start the level over. But yeah, it's the same thing. Like back in like a generation ago, if there was something, if you liked most of something about a person, you'd be willing to put up with that they liked peanut butter sandwiches and you don't like peanut butter or some shit. Versus like now on like online dating, that could potentially be like a deal breaker, or not a deal breaker per se, but like that'll make you just skip right to the next person. Because because a generation ago we had to meet in real life, you would only meet a couple of people per year. You didn't have the option of like 50,000 people. So you just you tried harder to like see the good in what was available. Let's see if I can just fudge this guy before I die. Cool. So yeah, so I mean like with low G, man, it's like I can't even tell if that's an easy game or not because like it's easy for me. Here I go again, talking about that it's easy. Well, the difference is like I rented this game a bunch of times, but like low G, man, like I owned that game, and also I had it purchased for me. No, just kidding. But well, no, I did, but I owned it, and also I possessed it. I thought that guy was dead. Those look like the little penguins from Super Mario World 2. I think they came out and said that that's not technically a canon, or what did they say? I forget what they said, but like even though it's called Super Mario World 2, like it's not part of the timeline, or actually I don't fully remember, but it's not connected in a way that it seems like it ought to be connected, which I guess makes sense because it's such a different game. But it's like, well then why'd you name it that? That might have been just how they named it in the US actually. I do remember the music of this level. Oh man, that rock guy, jeez. Alright, let's maybe be a little more... See, they do this kind of shit on purpose. Alright, let's creep up on this guy. Damn it! Alright. Careful on these guys, and we're on ice, so now we're gonna slip even more. Slipping on not ice was a problem earlier. So now it's just gonna be worse now, I bet. Oh, come on, man. Why they gotta do this to me on a game with the controls are not super great? At least I can stick to the walls in case I, like, miss a jump. I can still, like, catch the edge or whatever. Every time I say edge now, I think about that. I think they were playing... It was either Contra or Super C. on Game Grumps. I'm such a Game Grumps expert. I should know that I'm pretty sure they played Contra, but did not play Super C. But every time I say Edge now, I always think about like they're in the last level of that one. They were in the last level of that game, and they were talking about how it was funny how like Monster Truck, when there'd be like a Monster Truck show, they'd always have that person with that same kind of voice, and you'd just be talking like really fast, and then at the very end they would be talking really fast, and you'd be like, "Take a pace for the whole seat, but you only need the edge." And so whenever I say Edge now, I'm always thinking about that. And this guy is probably very cold, and also, and probably is also not. I don't know. Words kind of fail me, which is not something that often happens in real life. And you little, I can't remember what they're called, the little star dudes from Super Mario Sunshine. He's like a little pudgier version of it. Like when they get fatter, you just, like, the arms become like less and less pronounced because they're just like growing from the center outwards. The fuck is up with this guy? Are you okay, buddy? You saw that wall was there and you ran right into it, and you had like ground that was not icified, so you shouldn't have slipped because you had plenty of room to stop. I guess maybe there was ice on it, but it was just clear, or maybe it was just like two-dimensional from our like perspective, like we couldn't see it. I got this flame motherfucker. Okay. I'm pretty sure I jumped on you and it still hurt me. Okay, whatever. Let's just go. Oy. I'm actually watching Little Grumpcade before work. I'm gonna have to like figure out how to like keep watching like Let's Plays, because like right now, past couple of days, I've just been like falling behind on my subscription thing. Does this guy not? What the fuck is wrong with this guy? I've just been like falling behind because I've been like doing stuff other than watching Let's Plays, so then my like backlog or whatever is like starting to... How do they want me to do this? Okay, good. At least like doing that little hop up doesn't like kill you. That is a lot of balls, but I do not want to risk it with one heart left and one life left. I didn't even look to see that if, like, do I have one spare life left or not, or is this the last hit before I gotta play this whole fucking level over again? And I should have taken the chance. I should have either killed... I thought you could jump on enemies, man. Why did that kill me? Son of a bitch. Alright. Well, since it's a game over and it's the end of the episode, I'll just play back to that point off camera, and we'll meet you back at that point on the next one. And I'm probably going to have to find a way to keep track of time better, because having to like turn my head to look at the clock isn't doing me any good, because these episodes, they're starting to... I don't know, I feel like when it's just me sitting here talking, playing a video game, I sort of had the feeling like I would have a knack for this kind of thing where you just blab. But like I feel like I could just sit here and just do this for like hours and hours and hours. But then it's like, well, these do have to be actual episodes, so like stopping every like 10 minutes. It's like on Game Grumps sometimes. Actually, on the one where Aaron's playing Mega Man X by himself, he would say like, he's like, whenever I'm with Dan, it seems like the episodes go by like so fast. Like 10 minutes is like so fast. But he's like, then by myself, it seems to like take longer. And it's like, well, I mean, I don't know, I've never done this with another person, but yeah, I mean, I feel like I could just like that, like this right here, I'm just guessing is probably like a 20-minute episode, and it totally doesn't feel like it. So I'm gonna have to like kind of reel myself in on the time and just make smaller episodes and just start to be aware of that. But anyway, we'll get to that. We'll work on that in the future. I got my whole life to work on it. So anyway, have a good one. We'll see you next time. Bye.